So this is Paris stitch part 1. Paris stitch is a half shell stitch, and as before with the previous stitches that I've shown you, I've started this by doing a row of half double crochet as my base. If you were doing this from scratch, I can show you the pattern, but I'm doing it slightly differently because this is a crochet along. So that's what it looks like, and you'll have sequential rows of these half shells on top of each other, but I'm just going to rip it back to the beginning to show you. I have about 21 stitches in this row, so again it will be an even number of stitches, that is a multiple of 3. So what I've started with on the previous row is a row of half double crochet, and then I've chain 1 for my turning chain and then turned it. So if you're doing this as part of the autumn crochet along, you will have a row of about 72 stitches, with your last row being the half double crochet. So then I do a single crochet into the first stitch, and this is to allow it to give you an even edge up to do the pattern across the edges eventually. So then you do into this next stitch, you do 2 double crochet. So 1, 2, there you go, and then you do 2 chain like that, and then into the same stitch you do a single crochet. So put through both. So therefore you have 2 double crochets, a 2 chain loop, which is where you're going to work into your next row, and then a single crochet below. Then what you do is you skip 2 stitches. You've done essentially the equivalent of 3 stitches into a single stitch. You skip 2, and then into the third you do exactly the same again. So a double crochet, 2 double crochets, two chains, and then a single crochet. Okay, so it should look like that, and you do exactly the same all along. So skip 2 stitches, do 2 double crochet, making sure you're getting into the same stitch each time, then 2 chain, then a single crochet. So there you have 3 groups. So every 3 stitches you should have a group. You do that all the way along, and ending in your last stitch, which is here, this 3 chain, turning chain, into there, you should have a single crochet at the end. Part B will tell you what to do with the next row.